Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabriel. I live in Queens, New York, and I'm making this video to give my thoughts on the whole Kyle Rittenhouse situation that is going on in Kenosha, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Kenosha, Wisconsin. So as you can tell by the title, I think that Kyle Rittenhouse did nothing wrong. Okay, so in case you don't know, Kyle Rittenhouse was involved in a couple of fatal shootings on when was it? A couple nights ago. It's the 31st of August. But there were riots in Kenosha because of the Jacob Blake shooting, and Kyle works in Kenosha. He lives about 30 minutes away in Illinois. He works in Kenosha as a lifeguard, if I'm not mistaken. So what happened that night was that he and other people were asked to go and protect a couple of the businesses in that area by the business owners. So he agreed. His main purpose there was to stop people from destroying the businesses, but to also render first aid. You can actually see him walking around doing just that. He had a first aid kit strapped around his chest. He also had an AR-15 strapped around his chest for defensive purposes. He was literally in an area that is being burnt up. Businesses are being destroyed. There are people there in complete blackout gear to cover their identities, with guns, with other weapons, destroying things, catching things on fire. So he is basically in a war zone. So perfectly reasonable to keep a gun on you if you are there to protect businesses and to administer first aid to anybody that may need it. Yeah, you definitely needed some way to protect yourself just in case, which he was lucky that he did have, because the just in case did actually happen. And in case you don't know, the story goes as follows. What leads up to the shooting is that there were some Antifa / Black Lives Matter activists, rioters, criminals. They had set fire to a dumpster and were wheeling it towards a gas station or somewhere near a gas station. You know, obviously a dangerous thing to do, have a dumpster that is literally on fire going towards a gasoline station. Like, these things don't mix very well. So Kyle, seeing this, he grabs a fire extinguisher from a nearby building and runs over and uses the fire extinguisher to eliminate the fire in the dumpster. The rioters get upset that he put out the fire, right? And they start to get very aggressive towards him, to the point where one of them even starts to try and attack him. At this point, we see Kyle running away from this person in particular, and the guy begins to chase Kyle, even throwing things at him, trying to hit him, obviously. A very aggressive guy. obviously trying to hurt Kyle. And he manages. Kyle's, he works as a lifeguard. He's, not, but he's still only 17. He's not like in the best physical shape. So the guy catches up to Kyle, and and pins Kyle down. Kyle has no choice but to shoot the man. It was obvious that the man was going to hurt him. This is clear cut case of self-defense. What proceeds to happen after that is that Kyle is on the phone with a friend. He's telling his friend everything that had happened. That friend then proceeds to call the police to tell them everything that happened. But while the friend is doing that, a mob of people start to target Kyle. So shortly after calling his friend, he notices that there are people that are organizing to try to get him. And by get, we can only assume the worst. You have a bunch of angry people saying that's him, let's get him, etc. So then he proceeds to run away again. So he is running away, and we see pretty much the exact same thing happen again. People are chasing him, throwing things at him. There are even shots being fired at him. Okay. Kyle loses his balance as he's running, and he falls on the floor. So now he is in a situation where he cannot flee any longer. He is on his back, and the people proceed to rush him. Some of them clearly lunging for his rifle, some of them going straight to attack him. He shoots three people. No, he shoots 2 people. He shot at 3 people. He missed one of them completely. And these 3 individuals were the 3 individuals who were immediately trying to either disarm Kyle or hurt Kyle. So they were, in fact, they were the immediate threats to him. So he shoots one. The guy got shot in the heart, so he died almost immediately. Another person, once he saw that Kyle was defending himself, backed off. And then another person, he kind of did like a fake back off. He backed off, but then he lunged again at Kyle and this guy actually had a pistol, and Kyle shot him as well. The bullet hit the guy's bicep, which was enough to deter him from continuing to pursue Kyle. Shortly after that, the cops arrive. Kyle has his hands up. He surrenders. The cops, I don't know what happened, so they send Kyle home because they wanted to immediately deal with the guy that was shot, that was still alive, and he also had a gun. So they were more interested in dealing with that guy first. But anyways, after that, Kyle goes to a police station himself and turns himself in. So that's what happened. That is exactly what happened. I may have messed up a couple details here and there, but as a matter of fact, that is what happened. And what we see from news sources like CNN and the New York Times and the Washington Post, etc., from leftist media organizations, we see them trying to paint Kyle as some type of vigilante that was out there trying to seek problems, you know, trying to put himself in a situation where he could kill people, and this is simply not the case. So, you know, it makes you wonder, why are these news organizations that we trust with telling us the truth, right? That's their job. Tell us the truth. Why are they doing the exact opposite? I don't know. And it's worrying. And it's been going on. This is not new. This is just another example in the barrel of examples that we have of the media actively trying to push an agenda that simply is not true. We had a good kid with Kyle, a brave kid, trying to protect the community where he works at from being destroyed. We have people being ridiculously aggressive, obviously trying to hurt him, and he's successfully defending himself. And because he was successfully able to defend himself, he's somehow the bad guy. The aggressors are the bad guy. The people that were chasing him are the bad guy. And who are those people? What group do they belong to? BLM and Antifa. That's all.